You won't believe it, Maya. I'm getting married. It's finally happening.
Oh my gosh, congratulations! Mom and Dad mentioned you've been putting yourself out there lately, so you finally found someone special.
It was totally worth holding out for the right person, honestly. We're planning to make it official by my birthday this year.
That's wonderful, Sophie. How long have you two been together?
About 8 months. I know that sounds fast, but when you know, you know. He's exactly what I always said I wanted. Successful, stable, confident.
8 months is actually a decent amount of time. I'm glad you found someone who checks those boxes for you.
I know! I'm cutting it just in time. Married before 30. Being single past 30 is honestly just embarrassing, you know? So relieved I made it. Oh, wait. Sorry. I forgot there's a 40-year-old single woman sitting right across from me.
Excuse me? What kind of thing is that to say? That sounds a lot like you're making fun of me.
Oh, it's not like making fun of you. I am making fun of you. 40 years old, still single, still living at home with Mom and Dad. That's a lot, Maya. When exactly are you planning to grow up?
I can't believe you just said that.
Your little sister just got engaged and you're still letting your parents take care of you. Aren't you embarrassed?
I am not being taken care of. I live here because work is nearby. I contribute to the household. I pay a fair share of the bills every month.
That's not the flex you think it is. A 40-year-old woman living with her parents, not exactly attractive to anyone.
What?
If you never leave the nest, you're going to be single forever. Just saying. Is that really the life you want? Being even more of a sad spinster as the years go by?
For the record, I am completely fine being single forever. I never wanted to get married in the first place. I love my work. My life outside of work is fulfilling. That's enough for me.
You just don't get it, do you? No matter how fulfilling your little life is, you're still a loser if you're single.
Seriously? You really believe that? That your worth as a person depends entirely on whether you have a ring on your finger?
Obviously, that's just reality. No one respects a woman who couldn't land a husband. Especially not at your age.
I have colleagues who respect me, business contacts who trust me with serious decisions. My opinion carries real weight in professional settings. But sure, none of that counts.
That's work stuff. Work doesn't love you back. When you're old and lonely, your company isn't going to hold your hand.
And a bad marriage will.
You can never beat someone who has a person who truly loves them. And my person, he is incredible, by the way. He built his own company from scratch, and it's genuinely successful. He's older, so he's always so calm and confident. He's the kind of man who actually has his life together.
He does sound impressive. Though, for what it's worth, I also built my own company. Sounds like we have that in common with your Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, please, don't compare yourself to him. Your little side project is probably one bad quarter away from going under.
I beg your pardon?
He's a real entrepreneur. You're just you. A loser who runs from challenge and hides at home instead of building a real life. Honestly, permanently single. I called it.
You don't know the first thing about what I've built, and you never asked. Not once.
Because it doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing clearly isn't impressive enough to attract a partner. That's the only scoreboard that counts.
Stop deciding what my life is.
Anyway, this winner has a spa appointment to get to. I want to look perfect whenever he asks me out.
Hey, Maya, got a minute? There's something I've been wanting to tell you.
Of course. Everything okay? Any issues at work?
No, nothing work-related. This is actually personal. I'm getting married!
Ethan, congratulations! You had someone special this whole time and I had no idea. You literally only ever talk about work. I had no clue.
We've both had our hands full building the company. There was never really time to get into personal stuff, but this felt too important not to tell my most important business partner.
Your most important business partner? That actually means a lot. Thank you.
I mean it. You're my partner in every real sense of the word. We started this thing together, and when everyone else moved on, you stayed. Everything this company has become, we built it together.
Do you remember when it was just the two of us in that tiny office above the dry cleaner? We didn't even have a proper conference table, just 2 folding chairs and a whiteboard.
And you brought in that ancient electric kettle because the building's coffee machine was broken. We survived that first year on bad instant coffee and stubbornness.
And now we just crossed $1 million in revenue this year. And now you're getting married on top of it all. Good things really do come in waves, don't they?
I keep thinking about what you said back in year 2, when our biggest client walked and you told me we didn't come this far to fold now. That stuck with me more than you know.
I meant every word. This company is as much yours as it is mine. I wasn't going to let it fall apart over one setback.
That's exactly why I wanted you to hear this news first. Will you come to the wedding? I'd love to introduce you to her.
I wouldn't miss it. Though, it is funny, you getting married. Good things really do seem to be happening to everyone at once.
Everyone's getting married at once, is that the thing? We're both past 40, though. That wave hit everyone else a long time ago.
Actually, my younger sister just got engaged too. She told me literally just a few hours ago.
No way. What a coincidence. Congratulations to her.
Thanks. Though honestly, I can't quite bring myself to be happy about it.
Really? Why? A sibling getting married is usually a happy thing.
She's always looked down on me, for years. The fact that I'm single, the fact that I live with my parents, even her engagement announcement today was basically a roast of my life choices. She told me I'm pathetically single forever. Her words.
Wow, that's genuinely awful.
Right? So it's a little hard to feel celebratory. She's done this our whole lives, honestly. When I was building the company in those early years and couldn't make it to family events, she'd tell everyone I was antisocial and too proud to show up. When the company started doing well, she said I was lucky and that I'd stumbled into it. Nothing I do has ever been worth anything in her eyes.
I've had people make digs about being single before, but nothing that mean. You've been dealing with that from your own sister this whole time?
I stopped expecting it to change years ago. I keep telling her I'm happy, that work is everything to me, and she just refuses to hear it. In her mind, my life is a cautionary tale she gets to point at.
For what it's worth, from where I sit, your life looks nothing like a cautionary tale. You're one of the most self-sufficient, clear-headed people I've ever worked with. That's not nothing.
Anyway, I've said enough. Sorry for venting on your good news.
Don't apologize. You needed to get that out. I'm always here to listen. That's what partners are for.
Thank you, truly. And let me properly celebrate you soon, okay? Your wedding is something I can be genuinely happy about.
I'm holding you to that. See you at the office.
Just wanted you to know the wedding venue is booked. It's that garden estate on the north side. Very upscale. I doubt you've heard of it.
I've actually attended a corporate dinner there. It's a beautiful space. Congratulations on locking it in.
Of course you turned it into a work thing. Normal people go to places like that for celebrations, not spreadsheets.
I was there celebrating a deal we closed after 2 years of negotiations, actually, but sure.
Whatever. The point is, it's going to be a perfect wedding. We're doing a color palette of ivory and sage. Very elegant.
Sounds lovely.
His family is coming in from out of town. They're very well connected. I've already been thinking about what impression I need to make.
Just be yourself. If he loves you, his family will come around.
I don't need your advice, Maya. I've been handling this perfectly fine on my own.
Sophie, what is going on? You show up at Mom and Dad's house first thing this morning, and now you're trying to push me out the door? His family introduction is today. I should be here.
You don't need to get ready for anything. You're not supposed to be here today. I need you gone.
Are you serious? He's your fiancé, coming to meet the family. I'm your family. I should absolutely be here to say hello.
I said you don't need to be here. I told him I'm an only child. If you're here, everything falls apart.
What? Why would you lie about something like that?
Because if he finds out I have a sister like you, he might leave me. So I've been keeping you a secret. Please, just go.
That is insane. Having a single older sister is not a reason someone leaves their fiancé.
You're not just a single older sister. You're a 40-year-old woman still living at home. That is absolutely a red flag to a man like him.
Then let me talk to him. I'll explain that I'm financially independent, that I work, that I have savings, that I will never need anything from either of you. Just let me inside and I'll handle it.
No, get out! I already told him I'm an only child. Stay out of this.
Sophie, listen to yourself. You're building your entire marriage on a lie. Do you really want to start things that way? What happens a year from now when Mom and Dad mention me at dinner, when someone who knows our family runs into him? You can't keep a secret like this forever.
I'll deal with that later. Today, I just need you gone. One day at a time, okay? And today, you need to not exist.
I'm not going to be erased from my own family for your convenience.
It's just for a few hours. Why are you making this so difficult? Can't you just go to a coffee shop or something for the afternoon?
You want me to hide in a coffee shop while you introduce your fiancé to our parents and pretend I don't exist? That's what you're asking me to do.
Yes, exactly. It's not a big deal.
It is a big deal, and the fact that you can't see that says a lot.
I am not losing this man because of you. Go away.
Do you actually know who he is?
What?
Fine, I'll leave. But I'm not going to play along with your lie. I'm going to call Ethan right now and suggest he seriously reconsider this engagement.
Wait! How do you know his name? I never told you his name.
Of course I know his name. Ethan is my business partner. Why wouldn't I know his name?
Your business? Ethan? Your business partner?
Mom and Dad showed me a photo of your fiancé yesterday. This is Sophie's future husband, they said. And there he was, Ethan, my co-founder. I was pretty surprised, I'll be honest.
This has to be some kind of joke. This cannot be real.
I know it's hard to believe. That's exactly why I was looking forward to today, to see you two together in person, just to confirm it wasn't some crazy look-alike situation. But apparently, I'm not allowed in the room.
It has to be a coincidence. Same name, similar face. That's all. It's just a weird coincidence.
Sophie, same name, same face, same company. There is no version of this that isn't Ethan.
But I've talked about you before. Well, not by name, but I mentioned I had family. Did I actually say only child? Maybe he misheard me.
Sophie.
He would have told me. If he knew you, if he'd heard your name, he would have said something.
He didn't know your last name when we first started working together. You two met through a mutual friend, right? Not through any connection to me. There was no reason for the pieces to connect until now.
So Ethan is really your business partner? And I told him I'm an only child. My lie is about to blow up in my face.
I'll be the one to fill him in. I'm calling him now.
What?
After that, I'll spend the day at a cafe, like you wanted. I'll be completely out of your hair. Good luck with the introduction.
Maya, I just heard your voicemail. Is this actually real? My fiancé is your actual sister?
I only just put it all together myself. Of all the wild coincidences, the world is smaller than you think.
I'm still processing this. She told me she was an only child, and then it turns out not only does she have a sister, it's you.
I'm sorry she lied to you, truly. Though, for what it's worth, I wouldn't mind having you as a brother-in-law. Practically family-run business at that point.
I'd be fine with that too, honestly, but this means the sister she's been making fun of all this time is you. That part? That's not funny at all. I need to seriously think about whether I want to go through with this wedding.
Wait, you're calling it off?
I don't know yet. I just need to think. She talked about her family sometimes, vague stuff. My parents are great. I'm basically an only child. I thought basically just meant she wasn't close with anyone, not that she was pretending someone didn't exist.
To be fair, she did say basically. I'm not defending her, but I also don't want to be the reason a marriage falls apart.
You're not the reason. If anything falls apart here, she's the reason. She was always so warm and supportive with me, encouraging, kind, but it turns out she was putting on a very different face. She was hiding you, mocking you, lying about your existence. I'm genuinely disappointed in who she actually is.
I understand. That's your call to make. Just talk to her first. Don't decide anything right now. I'm calling today off. Go home and talk it through. I'm already halfway to the cafe anyway.
You're always so calm about everything. How are you not angrier about this?
I've been dealing with Sophie for 40 years. I ran out of anger a long time ago. Now it's mostly just tired amusement.
I don't know how you do it. Go have your brunch. I'll handle things on my end.
Well, I'm here. Might as well order a proper brunch. Good luck with the conversation, you two.
Maya, I don't know what to do. The wedding, it's off. Ethan ended it. He broke up with me.
Oh no! So it really came to that.
I apologized so many times. I begged him to reconsider, but he's so stubborn. He said, I can't marry someone who looks down on my business partner.
Yeah, he has always been annoyingly principled about things. Disagreements at work are brutal for the same reason.
So it really was true. You two were really co-founders. He said, I've watched her work up close. I can't understand anyone who disrespects that. He was so angry. I've never seen him like that.
He said that about me? Okay, that's actually really touching.
He also said he couldn't be with someone who doesn't show respect to her own family, and that he makes a point of distancing himself from people like that, in life and in business. So he's cutting me out of both.
Wow, he really doesn't do things halfway.
I tried to explain myself. I told him I was just nervous about making a good impression. I said I didn't want him to have the wrong idea about our family.
And what did he say to that?
He said, hiding your sister isn't protecting an impression, it's lying about who you are. And then he asked me when exactly I planned to tell him. I didn't have an answer.
Because there wasn't one.
I thought maybe after the wedding, once everything was settled.
Sophie, you were going to get married and then explain to your husband that you actually have a sister?
When you say it like that, it sounds terrible.
It is terrible.
I panicked, okay? I just wanted everything to go smoothly. He has such a put-together life, and I wanted to match that. I thought you were the one thing that would make me look bad.
I'm your sister, not a liability.
I know that now.
Do you?
Maya, what am I going to do? This was supposed to be my big moment. Marrying up, winning at life, and it's all completely ruined.
I genuinely didn't expect things to go this far, but honestly, this was the result of your own choices. Everything that happened traces back to how you've been acting.
How dare you!
I think I'm going to follow Ethan's lead and keep some distance from you. We are co-founders, after all. I have to respect the man's judgment.
Hang on a second. Wait, are you actually rich?
Sorry?
You're Ethan's co-founder, like equal partner? Does that mean you make as much as he does?
I'm not going to deny it. We have equal executive compensation written into the contract.
Oh my god!
And unlike Ethan with his nice downtown apartment, I'm still living at home. No fancy rent, no extravagant lifestyle. I've just been quietly saving for years.
That means you have... That has to be well over $1 million. I had no idea you were sitting on that kind of money.
You never asked about my work. Not once in years. You assumed it was a failing side project, remember?
I didn't know.
You didn't ask. There's a difference between not knowing and not caring enough to find out.
Okay, you're right. I should have asked. So, what exactly does the company do? How big is it?
We run a consulting and operations firm, mid-sized, 15 full-time staff now, plus contractors. The work is specialized enough that we don't have a lot of direct competition in our niche. That's part of why the growth has been steady instead of volatile.
That actually sounds really impressive.
It is. I'm proud of it. Which is why it stings a little to spend years being told it's nothing by my own sister.
I really didn't understand.
Money isn't meant to just sit there, though. That's actually something I've been meaning to tell you. I've decided to completely rebuild Mom and Dad's house next year.
What?
We'd been talking about renovations for a while, but I figured, why patch up an old house when I can just build them a new one? Dad just retired last year. If they're going to be home all the time, they deserve a beautiful space.
Are you paying for the whole thing?
Every cent. Mom and Dad already know. They've been designing their dream floor plan every evening. It's adorable. Dad wants a home theater in the basement. They each want their own home office. It's going to be quite a house.
A home theater? That's like something out of a TV show.
They've earned it. Do you know how many weekends Dad spent patching that leaky roof himself instead of calling someone? For 20 years. Mom refinished the kitchen cabinets herself because new ones weren't in the budget. They never complained. They just made do. If I can give them something beautiful to spend their retirement in, I'm going to do it.
That's actually really kind. I didn't know you'd been thinking about any of this.
The house will be put in my name once the rebuild is done. So, while you're always welcome to visit, it won't be your family home to come crawling back to whenever things fall apart.
What?
Don't get any ideas about moving back in after your left-on-the-shelf spinster nightmare comes true. My home, my rules.
You can't be serious. But the wedding fell through. I have nowhere to go. I was going to come back here to regroup, to figure out my next steps.
Not happening. I've already spoken to Mom and Dad. They're in full agreement. Once it's my name on the deed, it's my decision.
They agreed to this?
They said, and I quote, "Do whatever you want with it." They weren't thrilled about how you treated me this month, Sophie. Asking me to hide in a cafe while you erased me from the family for your fiancé's benefit. That upset them more than you might think.
Mom and Dad are upset with me?
Dad's exact words were, "I didn't raise her to be ashamed of her sister." He wasn't quiet about it.
I can't believe this.
On the bright side, you've still got about 6 months before your birthday. Better get back out there, otherwise you might end up just like that sad spinster you used to mock.
"6 months? I can't find someone new and get engaged in 6 months. That's impossible."
Can't know until you try. Wouldn't want to end up like me, right? The pathetic 40-year-old with no husband.
No! Please, not that. Anything but that.
Oh, come on. It's not that tragic. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a company to run. Marriage was never on my to-do list anyway. Sophie reportedly reached out to Ethan many times after the breakup, pleading for a second chance. Every attempt was turned down. Eventually, he warned her that if the contact didn't stop, he'd get the authorities involved, and that finally put an end to it. Ethan threw himself back into work, true to his word, and the company expanded faster than ever. Life for Maya became busier and more rewarding than it had ever been. As for Sophie, her parents refused to let her move back in. Telling her firmly that she had no home to return to, she quietly re-entered the dating scene, but finding someone with Ethan's qualities proved harder than she expected. She ended up celebrating her 30th birthday alone and single.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.